Hi, good morning everyone. I decided to create the video just to aid your learning because I've received a lot of concerns about you guys having hard time on retrieving the video through Teams. No, maybe because of like it's 2 hours video. So I decided to create a separate video for you to guys at least open and review on it, so that you'll be having at least a place to open and watch the video when it comes to our subject distribution management. Okay, now for today we will we'll start with the overview, so that you have things to review, especially when our midterm is fast approaching. So here's what we are going to talk about for today. So we just have to have the overview. What's distribution all about? So as I keep on mentioning, when you go outside and try to view what's happening outside, those products that you have seen, whether in a sari-sari store or in a simple barbecue stand or whatever, or in a simple what we call this burger stand, distribution is in place. Okay, those product that they are selling won't be there without the concept of distribution. So that's how important distribution is for a customer. Okay, because the beauty or the effectivity of the distribution system of a particular company provides a very good opportunity for the customer to have the product right there, either on their doorstep or right there, next beside, right, just definitely like closer to them. Okay, so that's actually the objective of all of businesses, to ensure that product is available right next to the customer. So ever since from the old concept, to the down to the new concept, the company is always looking at the welfare of its customer. So they always wanted to make sure that product is available. Now, to give justice and to give what we call this just to give like meaning to this idea of the company, they resorted to a different way on how to distribute their product. No, kung makita natin, if we're gonna say like how this Pizza Hut company, as I keep on mentioning, try to evolve. No, when they have like a fine dining restaurant, then wanted to cater those people who just passing by, don't want to dine in, so they have the takeout counter, and that takeout counter is being taken away from the regular dining stores. So they have this stalls, I call it pop-up stores, where passersby can simply take one and without going to a regular pizza restaurant. So it's like that's how the distribution evolved, and how they try to distribute their product, because you're just giving it closer to other people that cannot like, or who doesn't want to have a fine dining experience, and a lot more, a lot more ways of distributions, that's like how Dunkin' Donut do it, how Mr. Donut do it, with very small stores, but they were able to to reach customers. So that's the beauty of distributions, because it's like talking about from the point of origin to the point of destinations. So distribution is just part of the entire supply chain process, because if we talk about supply chain, we are talking about from the supplier of the raw materials down to the manufacturer, then from the manufacturer down to the customer. Now, from the manufacturer to the customer, in between, distribution happens. It's either the company itself who is going to distribute their product, or it's like the company would like to have a distributors. Then these distributors will have to bring the product to the customer. So that's how distribution is being done, by different big companies. So as the definition shows, it's we talk about distributions, you might probably hear the word logistics, you might hear the word supply chain, and you might have heard about the movements of goods and services. So you might hear all of those things. But I would like you to remember that distribution is just talking about how this product reach the companies or the customers end. So it's from the warehouse or the manufacturing department place down to its customer. Now, nowadays, but if you try to look at before, it's like company has its own, has its own people, has its own truck, has its own equipment to distribute the product. But nowadays, the advent of the so-called business process outsourcing or a third-party logistics, so instead of the company bringing the product to the market, to the customer, so they hire the distributors, so to distribute their product. So by this concept, it may lower their cost, So what we talk about there, and as I try to let you visualize, so supplier, manufacturer, then the distribution, the customer. So that's the supply chain process. But talk about manufacturer and the customer, so that's where distribution comes in at the middle. Okay? So as I've said, it's either they distribute their own product or they might need a distributor. So to give you an example, very simple example, let's say for example, if you're creating or developing your own product, you can either have a distributors. I would like you to see this one. Just an example. It's a product. It's my own brand. It's my own product. I technically, so we are the one who manufacture this one. So we have also different products here being manufactured by one of our business. So what I normally do is that I use three-way. From my end, I have a distributor who will distribute to a retailer, then retailer who will distribute to the customer. Then I also do the process of like me bringing the product straight to the customer. And the other concept is like me having the product, and then this product actually is going to a retailer directly, then the retailer goes to the customer. So a three-way approach to ensure that product is available, because if the place doesn't have any distributor or retailer, and you have to really, and there's customer in the area, so you have to bring the product straight to the customer. So the purpose of this is to make sure that customers were able to see and buy your products, so that's the beauty of distributions. Okay, so actually without distribution, maybe we'll be having hard time, even big companies, on how to bring the product into the customer's end. Okay, so that's what distribution all about, and that's how important distribution is. So remember, it comes from the point of origin to the point of destinations. The point of destinations is technically not just to the wholesaler, to the retailer, but the point of destination is just from the customer, manufacturer, down to the customer's end. Now, there's a lot of considerations, as you can remember. In logistics, we have like 5 R's: right time, right place, right product, right cost. What we call this, the 5 R's of distribution. So we have to always consider that one. If the customer is in a hurry, you really have to bring the product straight to the customer.